Good morning. It's September 24th, 2012. We have a SR line right here, and I think we're in for a short.
Order
So
filled.
we're in for a short. Got tremendous separation here on the MACDs. Could easily come over here. Do have a foot potentially forming on the 10K, but we won't worry about that. That's a pretty long term for now. I think we're going to head back down. That SR line was at about 853.7. Might come back up to it before we head down. Okay, we've taken a considerable amount of heat here, but I am convinced that we are going to head, this is a pivot, and we're going to head lower. Okay, now we're at the high of yesterday. We need to break through that. This BB on the 440 printing right here is a good sign. Very nice sign. This is a good sign too. We're going, ladies and gentlemen, up periscope, or we are going down. Okay, there we go. We cracked through that SR line and that previous high. Should be reaching our first target here any moment. Okay, we've tapped the first target.
Target filled.
Okay, our first target is filled. Now we get into the difficult area of trade management. We'll bring up our stop. We don't want it to be a loser. But I'd say we're going to tap this guy at least, especially if this BB prints below this Bollinger Band here. And it did. So we should be headed down for a nice run. Okay, here's another line we're dancing on. This previous day's that was the high from the overnight, and we broke that. Really got an all systems go for price movement down. This one 1597 is a little bit troubling because you get this kind of a formation. It could easily become a bull flag. Otherwise, we've got one on the rail with 610. Should get two more. Still running pretty straight and hot. So we shall stay in. If you look at this as a shoulder area, head, shoulder forming, have a nice run down into this area. Here's a bit of an alarm. Volume has dropped off to a very low level. We're still showing tremendous respect for this opening area for today. This 852 level is also a resistance support level from previous days, so that explains this tight price action right here, but still saying we should be headed down. This guy's if this guy 1597 prints with these BB straight in a line, that will be a warning flag, though, that this short is over. Okay, this 1597 did print 3 in a row. That's pretty much a sign to get out. Don't have a commitment here yet saying it is, but yeah, this is an area where I don't have much experience or feel. Don't want to let this one ride all the way up, though. That's not a very appealing thought. That this 852, which we just hit, is a pretty substantial SR line from days past, so maybe maybe we're going to respect that and head back down. Okay, we're making some more progress. We broke through this previous low point. See if we can keep going. Our indies are saying all systems go. We did respect the trend line up here. If the trend lines are working, then we should get down, way down. Okay, I've got my new target set at 846.4 based on a lower trend line, and heck, let's see how far we can ride this baby. Okay, we're on pretty pathetic volumes here, but we are approaching this support. We'll see if we can break through it. Okay, we broke through that area, that support. Okay, we just took another move down, breaking this line, and moved my stop up a bit, down rather. This line is a pretty strong SR line from days past, so we'll probably recognize it too before we head lower. Now we've got 610 coming to the center line. However, 987 could print on the rail. If it does, that's a great sign. This is a good sign too. Good sign here. Could easily be a bear flag here. Still got everything saying more down. Okay, we just had a bar print, a BB print with some space in between it and the Bollinger Band, and that gives you some pause in thinking that we're going to head down without some kind of a retracement. Here we've got just about a bulge forming, So makes you think it's maybe time to get out. We'll see. Okay, we just popped through this prior day level, and we're still on our way. I'm going to move my stop up a little bit. Indies, they're still saying down, so we'll want to stay in this. It is possible we could get all the way to that trend line down there around 846. This progress is really pressing my comfort level because we're up 4.4 points now, and that's my brain says that's a lot. We're at another previous day support line level right here for support resistance. Got one coming up here. Just a lot of stuff to get through. The good news is it looks like the 610 is making it through the center line area, and could print a strong BB here. We got a BB on the rail with 987. That's good news. Coming to center line resistance on 1597, so could have some more dancing here. Could have a nice foot form on 4181 if we can get down below this Bollinger Band, print a couple of BBs, and then come back up. That could be a beautiful trade. Not sure what to make of the 10K, other than that looks like a pretty good bear flag. So I don't see any reason to get out of this yet. Okay, we're at another support level here. We just popped through that, so we're continuing our downward trend, and we'll move our stop up a little bit. Again, we don't see any real reason to get out. That's been one of my problems, is this kind of motion, this kind of time. These pullbacks would normally get me out of a trade. Okay, we're coming up to another heavy-duty SR line level from previous days. You can see it reflected right here also. So we'll see if we can get through this. Okay, we finally got through this low, and just got through that, and now we're hitting another one. So this is a combination SR line plus previous opening. We're just going through like a little minefield of support resistance here. Okay, we got another BB to print right on the rail for 987. Still looking strong. Our shorter term indies, our MACD BB lines are not as confident, but we're not looking at those. We're looking at these longer term charts. Okay, we're tapping this SR line again. Let's see if we can get through it. Showing it a lot of respect. Volumes jump up when we get to an area like this. Okay, we're still in this short. This is about as much fun as you can have with your clothes on. Okay, we're coming up to yet another support area. You can see it right here, and it extends back to days even before today. Okay, I drew this trend line, which seems to be working pretty well. We might want to use that to evaluate how long we stay in. We're starting to flatten out on the 610 with plenty of separation here. Get separation. We're on the line with this 1597, which is not as good as, definitely not as good as being on the rail. So we could be coming towards the end of this run. We are also at what is it, the London close or something like that. Okay, price came up to my stop, was right above this trend line, and I think that's been my best trade in as long as I can remember, so I'm very appreciative. Did have some indication here that we were at the end of this run, and didn't get as far down as I'd hoped to, around 847, 846. But let's take a look and see how we did. Okay, we had one trade for 5.1 points. I'm kind of pinching myself on this. I'm going to study this and try to remember what I did. Had to take my son to the airport this morning and decided I wouldn't trade, but when I came back and brought up the charts, I saw this this high, which had reached a deep fib area. It had pretty good ear markings. It also had reached this fib area, coincided with a support resistance line that was from days previous, from last week, and even before that. So it just looked like too good a opportunity to pass up. Got in, gave it plenty of room for kind of a head fake, if you will. Saw this also, we saw this head and shoulders pattern that helped us stay in it. Indies helped us stay in it. The market moved excruciatingly slow, but it was going in the right direction for the trade. So very appreciative of support I get from Big Mike Trading and education I got on these and other indicators. And we shall see you tomorrow.